The views, opinions, and conclusions expressed in this podcast are those of the Dad Radio Hour and its various contributors, not necessarily those of Northern Illinois University or the Northern Star. The exact content of this podcast is not reviewed or approved by Northern Star prior to recording.
Man, I'm so excited that everybody is listening to Little Dinky now. I remember when he first started.
Yeah, you're back with ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. So actually, I don't know if you've read anything about that then too with ex-boyfriend. He was literally like an accountant. He recorded that and had a whole thing where he sat down with his family and was like, I'm gonna do this. And his parents were like, you can't put this on YouTube. If your bosses find this out, if your family anybody else finds this out, you're gonna be ruined. And he's like, okay. When he put it up, 1 million views the next day. Blew up. And now everybody loves Freaky Friday with Ed Sheeran, Kendall Jenner, and Chris Brown.
Yeah, and DJ Khaled too, which is really
cool.
I
guess he is on that. Mm-hmm. Oh man. So I guess this is episode 2 of the Dad Radio Hour, everybody. Welcome to our second episode. This is gonna be a blast. If you made it this far, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. We also are going to be having a video edition of the Dad Radio Hour on our YouTube channel, which is Pool Noodle Entertainment.
Yeah, my dude.
So you'll actually be able to see what we look like. And that's not a great thing because I just shaved my face. I stress shave. That's a thing I do.
Stress shave. God,
and,
it sounds like
it sounds
horrible.
bad, doesn't it? It sounds gross. I did that because of a paper that I'm writing, and now I look like I'm 16. But I assure you, not
the
16.
Sophomore radio hour?
Yeah, not quite.
God.
We got quite a bit that we're going to be talking about today. A little preview of what it's going to be. We're talking about Supernatural's renewed 14th season, which is crazy. We're talking about the last remaining blockbuster in the continental United States.
We're going to discuss our thoughts on the new Tomb Raider movie and Ready Player One, which we haven't seen, but there's a lot of video game movies out there, so I feel like it's kind of important that we do this. And then I saw something really interesting about an hour ago online that I really wanted to share, kind of last minute thing.
I was going to say, you said you had a story for me, but you didn't want to ruin it, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm going to save it for a minute, though, But I think we should probably start this off with a few really bad jokes.
Some would call them dad jokes.
Bad dad jokes.
But we're doing it a little differently this time. The first episode, we were just throwing some at each other. This one, we're going to have to do it and not laugh. And whoever laughs the most loses, and our producer, Tatiana Salisbury, will be choosing the winner.
Like the sucker?
No, like the steak.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. My mistake. It happens all the time.
And for the video listeners, you can come into frame right there.
Hi.
That's Tatiana.
Sweet.
All right, so the rules are you can't laugh, and we're just going to do a few dad jokes.
Okay. How many do you have?
I
have 3.
I have 5, but we don't have to do that many.
No, narrow it down to 3, dude.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You can't just overrule me.
Yeah. All right, I got 3.
Gosh. All right. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. All right. What's Forrest Gump's password? 1 Forrest 1.
God, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Saving that one.
What kind of bees make milk?
Go ahead.
Boobies.
Not funny. Nope. Okay.
Not good at all, right?
I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Oh, the Forrest Gump one was better, I think, dude. All right. What kind of concert only costs 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Okay. All right. That one was close. Okay.
Is it bad if you laugh at your own jokes?
I don't think so. I think it's a go.
Yes, I will deduct points.
Okay. All right. So give me your grand finale joke.
Okay. A woman is on trial for beating her husband to death with his guitar collection. Judge says, first offender? She says, no, first a Gibson, then a Fender.
Oh my God, I love that so much. Hey, Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call a cheap circumcision?
What?
A ripoff.
Okay, okay. I think I fared pretty well.
Wow, dude, I thought you would crack. I'm really impressed that you didn't, honestly. All right, Toddy, what do you think?
Are you guys ready to hear the results?
Let's do it.
Hayden definitely won that one. Dalton, you were barely keeping it together, man.
Okay.
Seriously,
I think you
man.
should have kept the beard, so maybe would hide the smirking that was going on.
The mustache.
You know what?
billowing in the breeze.
She's absolutely right.
You couldn't beat the boobies joke. I should have closed with that. The boobies. I saw that definitely not in class today. I was definitely not looking those up in class. But I saw that and I was like, like almost choking.
Have you ever watched the Bee Movie? That reminded me of Bee Movie.
Yeah, I've seen the B movie, and I've probably seen way too many B movie memes.
Yeah, that kind of like broke the internet for a little bit there, which was really
Yeah, like All Star, except every time they say, what is it? Hey.
Yeah, the entire B movie plays.
Yeah.
It gets faster each time. Well, I commend you, Hayden, for
Somebody. No, there was somebody. That's what it was.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I commend you for winning again in dad jokes. I don't think I can keep up with you.
Yes,
It's
you
not
can,
fair.
dude. You just have to believe in yourself. I believe that you can do it. Well, man. So I know we had talked about this prior to actually being on the show. I finally got around to seeing the new Tomb Raider movie. I really want to do for a while.
Wasn't it fantastic?
Yes. And I think I've told you this before then too. I credit my love for history and women with dark hair to my crush on Lara Croft when I was like 8 to 24. It was I liked it though. Honestly, I thought Alicia Vikander was pretty solid. I mean, it's a pretty traditional run-of-the-mill action movie. Walton Goggins, who's the bad guy in it then too, he's also Boyd Crowder in Justified, which he's just stellar at.
He creeps me out, like really, really creeps me out.
He's so good. Have you
Yeah.
watched Justified at all?
No, I haven't.
Absolutely should, dude. It's really good. It's like, I don't want to say it's a cop show because it's not like a cop show, you know. Timothy Oliphant is his name? Yeah, Timothy Oliphant plays a U.S. Marshal, and he is stationed down in, oh crap, I think it's Tennessee. I haven't watched all of it. And
That's a FX show, right?
yes, it was FX for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's out there, and Boyd Crowder, who is played by Walton Goggins, is the bad guy the whole show. And so yeah, Walton Goggins is in it, and he's superb. And then Dominic West, who is the lead in The Wire, which if you have not watched is stellar. That's on HBO.
Everyone
too.
always says The Wire's fantastic. That's a reason that people get HBO is for The Wire.
Oh yeah, dude. I think IMDb has it as, or had it for a while as like their highest rated show ever. Game of Thrones is up there now. It kind of fluctuates, and then the Planet Earths are. But The Wire actually came out and was not super well received by a lot of folks, but it's one of those ones that's kind of aged. You know, it's kind of like a fine wine, where everybody like now looks and like, oh my god, that was the best show at the time, like, and it just wasn't when it came out. But I mean, yeah. Beyond that, I really dug the Tomb Raider movie. I'm a huge fan of the games, obviously, then too, and it's based off of the 2013 video game reboot, which was awesome.
Do you like Angelina Jolie better or the new actress who I always forget her name? What was it again? It was
Alicia Vikander, who
Alicia
was in
Vikander,
Deus Ex with the guy who played Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaacs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, they're two different Laras. I'm gonna get pretty deep on you right now. Like
Bringing out the Laura,
yeah, really,
the Laurie Kraft lore that we all love so
Laurie
much.
Kraft. I gotta roll up my sleeves for this one. No, so I think Angelina Jolie like really captured the original like Lara Croft, where she's just kind of a BA, you know, who's jumping around and is solving puzzles and has her dual pistols, you know, like in the original games. But I think Alicia Vikander was perfect for this whole reboot character they want to do. But yeah, I thought it was great. I really think if it didn't have the cast that it did, it would have suffered a lot. But I mean, it's fun to go see and just eat popcorn too and just kind of kill some time. You know, what do you think?
I thought it was a really great movie. It helped that I was in the Alamo Draft House in Austin too.
Oh, great location.
But I thought the movie was really great. I personally always hated the games because you know how I feel about puzzles. I'm so bad at them.
Yeah, because you're dumb.
When I do Sudoku puzzles, I get really, really
Sudoku,
frustrated.
I hate Sudoku.
It's tough.
I hate Sudoku.
How are they
going
to trick people into doing math like that?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, it's you can't just like shackle puzzles with the same hatred though. Like they're just all puzzles because it's not that way. Okay.
When you do a puzzle and you finish it, you get this satisfaction, right? You're like, I accomplished something. But if you constantly fail at doing puzzles, you just constantly get more and more depressed every time you do a puzzle.
So you just stay away from puzzles entirely.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're a quitter.
If I see a maze and they're like, hey, there's cheese in this maze, I'm the mouse that says, can't be bothered, not going to do it.
Really, dude?
I don't.
Puzzles are awesome.
Puzzles are annoying.
I hate Sudoku, but I love puzzles. Yeah, I mean, and puzzles. I know I sound like a nerd right now. I mean, we're talking about video games again, so I can't really, But yeah, man, I don't know. I really liked it a lot. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel for it because
I think one's going to be in the works. I mean, we don't want to spoil anything, but
oh my god, don't even get me started on the end scene there. I know I had asked you about it. I was so mad.
I liked it. I think it shows that there's going to be another one coming.
It does, but it was it took what was pretty much a really serious movie, and really was trying to create this good character outside of the video game, and then just was oh, by the way, we're a video game at the very end there, and you're like, God, son of a, why? But I'm gonna transition then too.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
with this whole realm of action heroes and history stuff, kind of talking like Indiana Jones almost. Have you ever seen The Mummy? Like the Mummy trilogy?
Like the Mummy Returns and everything like that.
Yeah, Mummy Returns, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which is the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Isn't
the Mummy trilogy.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson in one of those?
No, he's the
I
Scorpion
think the Scorpion King.
Yeah, he's the Scorpion King. So he's in the
yeah.
same franchise, same universe, but he's actually the Scorpion King. I think that was actually his first ever movie role.
Really?
Yep. Excuse me.
We're gonna have to fact check that.
I think it was. I think it was a trivia question.
You sure it wasn't the babysitter? Or
the babysitter?
Yeah, the babysitter. Or is it the Tooth Fairy? Which one? No, he's the Tooth Fairy.
That was way later, dude.
Vin Diesel was the babysitter.
He was the pacifist.
The pacifier.
The pacifier.
The pacifist. where things just keep happening and Vin Diesel's in the corner nah, I don't really want to.
No, I don't want to.
This place is getting robbed. He's like, I'm good.
I can't do it, no. You love Vin Diesel, don't you?
He's the worst. I hate Vin Diesel.
No, he's not, dude. He's great as Groot. And
he's amazing as Groot
Iron Giant.
and the Iron Giant because he doesn't
also
have a lot
great
of
as Lex Luthor. No, wait, I'm thinking of another bald guy.
Who's the one who was just the most recent Luthor? That was
God, that was what's his name?
Guy
Jesse
from Social
Eisenberg.
Network. Yeah. I was like, that's clearly not
he was so. Jesse Eisenberg is a great actor, but he was just written like he was a nutcase, and Lex Luthor just isn't that. He's kind of this. He's a smart bad guy. He's kind of just like Batman if he was evil. He's got all these gadgets and money, and it's just really smart and kind of conniving. And Jesse Eisenberg was like. There was 6 Jesse Eisenbergs in his head that he was talking with. I mean, it was just.
I still haven't seen it. I don't know.
It's a waste of time. I think. And I really think that I wasted important hours of my life on Batman versus Superman, and I love Batman.
Thankfully, DC has Wonder Woman because Gal Gadot is fantastic. Also, I think she pronounces her last name differently.
Gadot.
She says Gadot, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm still gonna say Gadot because it sounds cool.
but
that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was great. And I think that her and Cyborg in Justice League made that movie worth it for me.
I still have not seen Justice League.
Oh, okay. It's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of those movies where you go in and you're like, it's good.
Yeah, I'll probably wait till it's free and then complain about wasting my time again because I've heard it's a big CGI mess too. But anyway, so speaking of CGI messes, The Mummy.
Yeah.
So I love Brendan Fraser. I love the Mummy trilogy and everything then too. But Brendan Fraser, I think, was in Hoodwinked or something years ago. It wasn't Over the Head.
No, you're thinking of Because of Winn-Dixie.
He was not in Because of Winn-Dixie. That was Jeff. I almost said Jeff Dunham. That was Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges was not in Because of Winn-Dixie.
It's a great book, though. All right, go ahead. Sorry,
it was an okay book. Yeah, so Brendan Fraser, or as he likes to apparently be called, Brendan Fraser. I didn't know that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
A little bit,
I read that one time online. Everybody else on Reddit. Obviously, it's the internet. So, but yeah, apparently he likes Fraser. So anyway, Brendan Fraser, I know I'm doing the Godot thing, has a new limited series on FX called Trust, and it's supposed to be pretty cool. It just started. It's got some pretty solid ink for its first review episodes. But he plays a time traveling cowboy.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this is the synopsis that I managed to find just from Wikipedia. I wanted to find a quick one.
Time-traveling cowboy.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I found a quick synopsis on Wikipedia. I didn't want to find one that was like a mile long, but it says Trust follows the trials and triumphs of one of America's wealthiest and unhappiest families, the Gettys. Told over multiple seasons and spanning the 20th century, the series begins in 1973 with the kidnapping of John Paul Getty III, an heir to the Getty oil fortune, by the Italian mafia in Rome. And somehow
that is a lot going on.
A time-traveling cowboy fits into that.
Wow. So who wins in a fight, Fraser or John Wayne?
What?
Yeah, they're both cowboys. Who wins in a fight?
Well, I don't know. One can travel through time, and one just like spits tobacco and says things and shoots things.
You ever seen the John Wayne throwing the kid into the river because he doesn't know how to swim?
What?
Yeah. He goes up to this guy, and this little kid, and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing over here, Johnny?" And Johnny looks up at him and says, I lost my shoe in the river, and I can't go get it." He's like, "Why can't you get it, Johnny?" He's like, "Well, I don't know how to swim." He's like, "Your mom never taught you how to swim?" And he goes, "No, I just don't know how to do it, mister." And so John Wayne picks him up and throws him in the river.
What are you talking about? Where did you find this?
There's a video of it. He throws him in the river, and the kid's like struggling, And then the mom comes over, and she's like,
"Is this a snuff film, dude?"
No, this is a real thing. The mom comes over, and she's like, "What did you threw Johnny in there? He doesn't know how to swim."
John threw John in the river?
Yeah.
Johnception?
I don't know, it could have been a different name, but John Wayne goes, "Well, you go in and get him then." And she's like, "I don't know how to swim either." And then John Wayne throws her in the water. It's the craziest thing ever. I'll show you the video.
Please, send it to me. Goodness sakes.
Yeah,
that sounds horrible.
It's rough. But as for your time-traveling cowboy thing, I don't know. It sounds interesting, right?
I guess, yeah. I kind of want to watch the first couple episodes of it.
What did you say it was on?
FX.
FX, okay.
Yep, same thing as Justified.
They have the movies. Did you know that?
FX has the movies.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct, my dude.
It's true. And speaking of movies...
Oh, man.
When I was bringing this up to you a little bit earlier with Blockbuster, you kind of were shocked that there would be any left at all.
There's more
Right.
I can't believe that.
So there are 7 Blockbusters left in the United States, one of which is in the continental United States. So...
Well, where are the others then? Like Puerto Rico and...
No. So 6 of them are in Alaska.
Really?
Yep. 6 of the remaining 7 are in Alaska. And then the last Blockbuster around is in Bend, Oregon.
It's really in Bend?
It's in Bend, Oregon. That's the last one.
We have to go. We have to go, and we just have to take a bunch of movies and then never return them. But we have to go for Deschutes Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
Deschutes is there.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. We can go to the Black Butte, whatever it is.
You have no idea how badly I want to go to this Blockbuster.
It'd be a great road trip
Yeah.
then, too. We could definitely get CD along then as well. We could go up to Seattle, make a whole day of it then. Man, I'm done.
Honestly,
let's get this planning.
It sounds fantastic. I got a little bit of information on this. So Wayne Huizenga, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. He was the guy who created Blockbuster. Okay, he just passed away earlier this month, and this is all coming from GeekWire, by the way, according to GeekWire. Yeah. He turned a small franchise into an enormous conglomeration, which I can never say, that dominated the home movie landscape as VCRs and DVD players became common as television, which is true. Everybody would go to Blockbuster, and I actually really miss it. I think that was something about going to a movie store and browsing, going through all like the B-rated horror films. It's really fun. He sold Blockbuster to Viacom for $8.4 billion.
Viacom?
Yep, for $8.4 billion in 1994. So right when I was born, interesting. When it had around 3,600 stores.
That's impressive.
Then the company was to a point where it had 9,000 locations by 2004. Now, Netflix comes up in 2005, and Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy them.
I remember hearing this,
For $50 million, they had the opportunity to buy the first version of Netflix, and they didn't. And because of that, they kind of fell behind this whole internet thing that took place, and now Netflix is gigantic, making its own movies, and Blockbuster, there's only one left in Bend, Oregon.
That Steven Spielberg does not think should be qualified for Academy Awards.
Why is that? That doesn't make sense.
Because I don't know.
Honestly. Because it's not Hollywood?
I don't know. Honestly, I like Steven Spielberg. I do. I think he's too full of himself, and I think anytime a Steven Spielberg movie comes out, everybody loses their cool. Like they're like, "Oh my God, it's another Steven Spielberg movie." But
with
The Post, The Post was so cookie cutter. It was so run of the mill Spielberg, and it wasn't a bad movie at all. I thought it was really good.
So you just don't like the Steven Spielberg formulaic.
I mean, it does get to be that way sometimes, but I think Spielberg, like his reputation precedes him with so much, so I think it's really hard to go in and sometimes look at things as critically as you would with something like Lady Bird, where, what's her name? The girl who did it.
I still haven't seen it.
It's exceptional.
Yeah. Scott, one of our buddies, he saw Lady Bird, and he told me about it. He was like, after I left the movie, I had to call my mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that's a pretty visceral reaction.
I was like, good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But something like that, where I can't remember her name. She's so good. But the girl who did that is one of her first real big blockbusters there. And so you're like, okay, well.
Blockbuster.
And so obviously it's like, okay, well, it's going to be a little adventurous then too. But like with the Spielberg movie, you always know kind of what you're going to get for it then too. And you really kind of can expect to have something that's solid. And I think it's, I don't know, if he ever does like a really bad movie, it's going to make it really hard to like get past that. Like, for example, with Ready Player One, a lot of people have like kind of been skeptical about it. It is super Spielberg-esque. It has like pop culture out the wazoo, obviously.
Yeah. The trailer doesn't even show a quarter of the pop culture references. The entire movie is a pop culture reference,
Yeah, seriously. But like I read a lot of stuff too of like people who are like hypercritical of it, and a lot of the consensus seems to be the same about what the movie is. And what the characters do, you know, like I don't want to like give too much of the spoiler stuff away, you know, but I don't know. I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. Honestly, I'm just kind of ranting about Steven Spielberg.
I'm super worried that I'm going to watch Ready Player One and not get most of it, like not get the references, you know, and then I'll just be sitting there like everybody next to me is going to be, oh man, this is amazing. I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm really bad at pop culture.
No, it's not going to be that bad at all. Honestly, there's so much jam packed in there then too. I mean, there's literally a scene where Chun-Li, Lara Croft, a couple Master Chiefs, Battletoads, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Chun-Li
Chun-Li.
Oh, okay.
From Street Fighter.
Sorry, I was thinking Chun-Li from Pawn Stars.
The meth head?
No, he's not a meth head. Is he really a meth head?
Yes, dude.
No, he's not.
Yes, he did.
I just saw him on Pawn Stars last week.
Was it a rerun?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's probably a rerun.
Yeah, I think they're
seriously,
syndicated.
seriously. Google, like, it might not have been meth, but he got busted with like not weed. It was like a hard drug. Like it was like heroin or meth or something.
Did I ever tell you the story that when I used to watch Pawn Stars when I lived with my mom, she would get for some reason DirecTV would send her like
Porn stars?
Yeah, she thought that on the bill it showed that I was watching Porn Stars, and so she like freaked out. She's like, "Dalton, what are you watching in my house?" And I'm like, "No, it's Pawn Stars."
He's like, "No, it's Hayden. It's not me."
No. She looked at it and she's like, "Oh, it's Pawn Stars." She just jumped the gun and thought I was doing that.
I think everybody kind of had that. That's the joke, you know. Everybody kind of did that.
Yeah.
But no. So with Ready Player One, you're not going to miss anything then too. There's going to be a lot that you're going to be like, "Oh, I don't know that that's Battlestar Galactica." But there's going to be things where you're like, oh, my God, like that's a Gundam. Like you're going to recognize it immediately. And that's there for everybody then, too. But anyway, I think
So what are you thinking? You're going to go see it?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to go see it then, too.
Do you want to go see it with me?
Yeah, we can go on a date.
What are you doing this weekend?
Working.
The whole weekend, or can you find time to?
Honestly.
Oh, come on, dude. I just want to go to the
movie.
Oh,
man, you're working, too. Don't even give me that.
Yeah, I know, but not the whole weekend.
Working for the weekend, my dude.
That's true.
We could probably figure something out, because I'd like to go see it with you.
All right, cool.
Want to hold hands?
We can, yeah.
Cut a hole in the
cool thing. No, let's not do that. The cool thing is at the AMC, they have the fold-up arms, so we can like totally cuddle and stuff.
Yes, we can. Do you have Movie Pass yet?
No, I don't have that yet.
Why?
You should tell, if people don't know what Movie Pass is, you should tell them what it is because it's very cool. And the only reason I haven't done it yet is because I don't want to put more stuff on my phone.
Okay, so people listening then too, anybody around here, Movie Pass is the best thing in the world. If you go see movies at all, absolutely do Movie Pass. You get a sweet card that I'm holding up for the video right now then too. It looks like a red debit card. You download the app on your phone then too, and it walks you through the whole thing then. It is $10 a month. I sound like I'm actually advertising for Movie Pass right now. It is $10 a month.
We're not endorsed by them.
What's that?
I said we're not endorsed by them.
I'm going to send them this clip. Like, can you hire me, please? It is $10 a month, and for participating theaters, which is a staggering amount, literally everything around here except maybe Sycamore. I don't remember if Sycamore Theater is part of it, but the AMC is, Randall is, anything on and Elgin is, then too, St. Charles. You can go in, and as long as it's on an IMAX 3D movie, it's not a
opening
premiere.
weekend.
Yeah, with you can still I think go see opening weekend but the tickets, you can't reserve tickets for it, I don't think. But you literally just go in. Some places you have to reserve your ticket on the app. Swipe your card, and you're good to go. You get one movie a day for a whole month then too.
Wow.
Which is bonkers. Like, so you go see 2 movies and you've already paid for the whole thing. Some places you go see 1 movie and you're just fine.
True. Honestly, if you see more than it's similar to if you go to Six Flags Great America and you get a season pass.
Yeah.
You go twice, it pays for itself.
Absolutely. Why would you not do that? If that is you're a movie fan, you're just like I got a few hours to kill. I'm gonna go see a movie then too. See what this new thing is. Like some people can sit and watch sports all day on TV. I'm like, whatever, it's cool. I'll watch the Cubs. I'll watch Chicago Fire. But like movies, I'm like, oh man, I better go see Magic Mike 2 because I can.
Have you ever watched a movie in a movie theater by yourself?
Oh God, yeah, I love it.
It's so nice.
I love it.
I don't know why there's like this negative stick. And it
Crack open a few 40s.
Yeah, well, I don't. Where? There are movie theaters where you can drink in. I
Yeah.
don't think you can at ours.
The one in Elgin off Randall there.
Oh,
is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
They have recliners in the theater, which is really cool, and they have like the cheapest bar in a movie theater I have ever seen.
Yeah,
It's like $6 for like a tall boy.
Yeah, I've been over there, and then you can like while you're waiting for the movie, instead of waiting in line, if it's like open night, you can go get drinks at the bar.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think that there shouldn't be a negative stigma with people wanting to see a movie in a movie theater by themselves because it's so nice. You don't have to worry about anybody like whispering to you.
There is no negative stigma if you don't accept it.
That's true.
If you just
That's
go,
true with
I'm
everything.
an individual, I can do what I want. I got a movie pass. I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to have to talk to you before or after the movie. I want to go in my outfit.
Ooh.
Just do it. Just do it. Why would you not? Are you really that insecure?
Honestly, as Shia LaBeouf once said, just do it. And
Just
that's it. You think Nike's really
do it.
upset that he kind of just took that from them?
I don't know why they didn't capitalize on that.
They should have. They would have.
really should've.
Yeah.
Like they just revived the Just Do It campaign,
Right.
just because they can.
Because now when you think of Just Do It, I don't think of Nike. I think of
never,
Shia.
no, absolutely. I don't think of Nike anymore at all. They should have just like hijacked Shia LaBeouf. Actually, speaking of Just Do It, and again, we're getting sidetracked because that's all we do. Did you know that video is actually part of just a whole list of videos that he had on YouTube, like where he's just like saying stuff, like it doesn't make any. It like sounds like he's like reading a movie line at one point, or like he's giving a motivational speech. It's filmed in front of everything is filmed in front of a green screen. So like,
So he knew that's
yeah.
you
Well,
know.
the whole point was that people would take his art, quote unquote, and like put it in things and make art out of it. Then too, it's the weirdest thing. But if you can go and try to find like Shia LaBeouf's playlist of it, there's like 60 videos of him just going like, Jen, I don't know why you told me that, or why I feel this way, but please tell me again. And just like it makes no sense at all, and it just sounds like it's like movie lines or him just yelling, "Just do it."
The thing is he's such a fantastic actor too. Like he really is really good. Did you see Fury?
Fury was not bad.
He was really good in that.
right, but do you know what he did for Fury?
Yeah, he was a method actor. He refused to bathe the entire time. Brad Pitt didn't want to hang around with him because he was like cutting himself and stuff, like peeling scabs.
He burned a hole in his face with
Yeah.
a cigarette
Yeah, but
and pulled a tooth out, dude.
that's taking Christian Bale method acting and then taking it to another step. I
That's
think
taking Christian Bale method acting and putting him in a padded room.
kind of, yeah.
Yes, Shia LaBeouf is. I love him. I think he's funny.
But what he produces is as close to real as you're probably going to get, because he's that
What
dedicated.
does he produce?
To it.
He produces like day-long excursions of him crying over holes.
That was a great movie.
I loved Holes.
Holes is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, but he just like hosts movie fest where he like watches himself. Speaking of Shia LaBeouf, have you seen The Nymphomaniac?
I've seen bits and pieces.
It's it's weird.
It used to be on Netflix, and I think they took it off.
Yeah. I don't want to spend too much time
Yeah,
talking about it because it's like really pornographic. It's like supposed to be like, I guess, quote unquote, artsy. I mean, but it just wasn't done well. Like, there's nothing wrong with like having sex in a movie or having sexual imagery or anything like that in a movie to any degree at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it just like it tries so hard that it ends up just being kind of like, why is this movie a thing? What are you doing here with this? But Shia LaBeouf is in it, and the thing with that movie is like everybody who's doing it in the movie is actually doing it. Like it's like so he's in the movie like effectively filming porn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
If you're a movie person, it's definitely worth checking out because it's out there. It's not. I mean, it's not porn, but it's
Right.
it's definitely like it's meant to be a serious film, and it's something I think. Again, if you're a film person, you should go. Let me at least see what this is about because it's just so weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we are quickly running out of time here, but I did have one other thing I wanted to talk about. I know you did too.
I did too.
I wanted to bring up the fact that Supernatural is renewed for its 14th season, which is fantastic.
They're never gonna cancel that.
No. This rumor has that this is going to be the last season. They wanted to hit 300 episodes, and then Jared and Jensen wanted to end it after that. So they've kind of tackled a ton of stuff, and so they'll be able to wrap this with a nice little bow. Or at least that's what we're hoping. That 14 is the last season.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were gonna go on forever. Like they were just like willing to keep making them as long as people keep watching.
Yeah, that they have said that before, but they've also said that they just want to make it to 300 at least.
Well,
So-
now they made it there, so when they
Yeah.
get there, they're gonna go. Well, let's make it to 400.
I kind of hope they end it because I love the show so much, but we can only take so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, what was the last thing that you wanted to bring up?
So, again with the video game talk, I just can't. I'm sorry, guys. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. I think it's a great medium for art and for storytelling and entertainment. Then, but I think this is going to be something that's going to resonate with a lot of people, in much the same way that Crash Bandicoot did. There was the Crash.
Love that game.
Yeah, there was the Crash, like a reskin, not reskin. It was like an HD remaster, that came out on PlayStation. It's coming to Switch now too, which is huge. Sony has never done that. Well, as of about at this point, like 3 or 4 hours ago, before we got here, I was browsing online and I saw an article from IGN, and they posted a picture of a purple scaly egg and a letter that they had received in the mail that said something is about to hatch. And then there was a little hyphen saying that it was from a guy named Falcon McBob. So they went online and Googled Falcon McBob, and it brought him to a Twitter account that is private, but the Twitter handle is Spyro the Dragon.
Yes. Oh man, that'll be incredible.
Uh-huh.
I liked Spyro more than I liked Crash.
Spyro was the first game I ever beat ever. I loved Spyro. But I was like, oh my God, if we're gonna get an HD remaster of Spyro, like I'm definitely buying a PS4. I have to. I was on the fence for like a bit. I was gonna do it for Last of Us Part 2, but now I'm like, Spyro any day of the week.
Well, if you buy a PS4, I'm absolutely going to come over and play it with you.
Yeah, we can spoon and play it together.
Yeah, perfect.
Right?
Totally down for that.
Right?
That's super exciting news.
No, it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I think we probably ought to cut it off here then too, but I figure we can, as a little mellow down too. I kind of wanted to figure out what are you listening to right now, man? Anything good that you'd recommend people check out?
Honestly, I've been listening to Lil Dicky.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been listening to his album Professional Rapper.
Man, that's a great disc.
It's a great album. Yeah, I've been listening to that a lot, and then as far as newer music, not so much. I kind of just been going back to the oldies. What about you?
Fair enough. I always listen to Ben Folds because I have a problem. Actually, he's going to be on tour with Cake. Remember you know who Cake is, right?
Yeah, of course.
In August, they're going to be in Highland Park and then in Milwaukee. But beyond that, Parkway Drive has 2 singles out from the new album, and I am so stoked for it.
Parkway Drive. I haven't heard them in a long time.
Oh, they're great.
Well,
man,
very cool.
I think we got to call it now, man. I think we're running out of time here then too any longer, and we're gonna start losing people.
True. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been Dad Radio Hour episode 2, in which we're not dads, and this is not an hour. So very, very cool. Thank you again to our producer, Tatiana Salisbury.
Who has left the room.
She left. She went to get custard, and I think we should get custard ourselves, too. So.
I can't get custard. I'm lactose intolerant, dude. I'm going to...
Will you go with me while I eat custard?
I'll watch you, yeah. Can I feed you it?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
All right, cool. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Adios.
Take it easy, everybody.